It's Crash Bandicoot!
Hey guys, this is Maria with a review of Crash Bandicoot. Crash Bandicoot first made his debut in the self-titled video game in September of 1996, though with his new fresh style you would never guessed it. This quirky, unofficial mascot of PlayStation has seen lots of sequels since the game's original release, as well as plenty of spin-offs. The series was praised for its fun, challenging gameplay and vibrant, colorful looks. Dave Halverson of GameFan referred to the graphics as the best graphics that exist in a game. Another reviewer for Game Revolution stated it to be breathtakingly beautiful. While the Crash Bandicoot series may have been visually appealing for its time, it unfortunately did not age well, as some games tend to do. Fast forward to this present era. Games like first-person shooters are dominant, RPGs are just beginning to make a comeback, and 3D platformers are still mostly dead. Luckily, this Naughty Dog classic got the comeback it long deserved, and could not have come at a better time. First of all, Crash Bandicoot N. Sane Trilogy is a remastered collection of the first 3 games. As different as the games are visually from the older ones, the gameplay itself stood faithful to the originals.
Well, if it isn't Crash Bandicoot.
Upon playing the game for the first time, I immediately felt this was more of a remake rather than a remaster, as some were calling it. However, as I progressed through the games, they didn't feel like they were totally revamped from the ground up. Kotaku asked Vicarious Visions, the team responsible for the N. Sane Trilogy, to clarify if this was more of a remaster or a remake, and they called it a Remaster Plus, which I suppose would be a hybrid of the two. The game's director further went on to comment, "Using the original level geometry from Naughty Dog as a guide, we rebuilt the Crash gameplay from scratch, capturing its simplicity and precision, and the levels began to take shape. We layered in our own lush and zany art, animation, and audio." This explains why the game looks so different, but yet stood mostly the same. The soundtrack is greatly improved, with a few unfamiliar sounds here and there, but also still kept the same. So is there anything completely new in the series, you may ask? Well, there are a few new added features worthy of talking about. One of their biggest selling points was the fact that both Crash and his sister Coco Bandicoot are playable characters in all 3 games. Although there are still levels that are still either Coco or Crash specific. For example, while I wanted to ride the tiger as Crash in the Orient Express level, you could still only do so with Coco, and I definitely did want to destroy some bosses as Coco, but I can only do so as Crash. Although honestly, I never even thought of this feature, so I still highly appreciate that they implemented it and gave the players this choice. In addition to this, a nice little quality of life change was added too. While the system still uses the autosave feature, you can now manually save as well. I absolutely adore Crash and Coco's new looks, and the levels were kept to be lively and vivid. Most importantly, the game is still fun, challenging, and at times extremely frustrating. Seriously, does anyone remember these games being so hard? If you're a newcomer to the series, then welcome. You will most likely fall in love with it, just as many of us did in the 90s. And if you're a veteran, then prepare for waves of nostalgia, and possibly tears of happiness and joy. Thank you for watching, and if you have any opinions, please share them below in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, then please give it a thumbs up. And if you really like this video, then please subscribe. Thanks again. See you guys later.